You read the title. I've been hiding a secret about my past. I've hidden it from you masterfully, and today I decided I'm going to come clean about my past and tell you everything. Welcome back to RaZeR's Edge, and today I will be talking about the history of my channel. As far as you guys know, the oldest video on my channel is this Minecraft video, but you are very mistaken. In fact, my channel used to not even be called Jonny RaZeR. This is my darkest secret. So to give you a little history, I've been watching YouTube since like 2012. It definitely had been on YouTube before that. Like I remember the original Try Not to Laugh challenge, the Numa video, peanut butter jelly time, but it wasn't until like 2012 and 2013 that I really started watching particular YouTubers. My best friend at the time had introduced me to Minecraft and the parodies on YouTube, which I found amazing in like 2011. And I would watch the compilations of Minecraft parodies and whatnot. But in 2012, I started watching Minecraft Hunger Games videos, and in 2013, the 3DS released a YouTube app, and from that point on I was just watching YouTube videos and like specific creators every single night. And I realized that these people were making videos for a living. Like they were professional entertainers. They were gaming for dollars. And I wanted to do that myself, but I never really had the money to buy a decent computer or an Elgato to record my Xbox 360 at the time. So I was never really able to make gaming videos like I wanted to. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because they would have been atrocious. Just a tip to anyone who wants to be a content creator. If you are under the age of 15, I guarantee that whatever you make will be very embarrassing in a few years. Do not expect instant fame. You will regret everything. Fast forward to the summer of 2016, and I just bought an Xbox One. I was finally able to record videos, but only for 5 minutes at a time without chat audio. So I did what anyone would do, and I convinced my friend Gabe to start a group channel with me. Everybody has a Gabe. It's a universal constant. The idea was that we would record at an offset. So like the first person would start recording, the next person would wait a minute and start theirs. Then we could record for the 5 minutes each and just switch perspectives. But we still needed audio, so I used my 5th generation iPod Touch and he used his phone. We found some like really sketchy off-brand audio recording apps and tried to sync the audio then as best we could. So we started a channel together. In coming up with names, we originally came up with the genius name Super Nugget Bros Play, because being mere lads, we had a passion for chicken nuggies. But eventually we changed the name to Super Beanie Bros Play for some reason. Definitely a better call, but still not my greatest idea of all time. We recorded at least 20 first videos. Like we had 20 different recording sessions, and all of the footage either got lost or got corrupted or something wacky happened. We tried this so many times, and eventually we got a video that was somewhat decent. And the process of making this thing was just absolutely abysmal, alright? So we had to record 2 separate audio tracks, hit the record button a bunch of times while recording just so we could have an actual video to upload. And once that was done, we had to upload our footage to OneDrive, 2 separate OneDrive accounts, where we had to download the footage onto my 5th generation iPod Touch just to use iMovie to edit the video, then transfer the file onto my terrible school laptop just to upload it to YouTube. Now all I gotta do is tap record on OBS. That was just to get the raw footage. Like there was no special editing except for like switching perspectives, which could have been very easy to do had I had like 2 separate audio tracks recorded from both of us. But it was a mess. And I know making content is a lot easier to do now, like with an Xbox or on your phone. Like you can record for like 20 minutes and actually like fully stream from Xbox. You can include like the chat audio now. You can upload directly from your phone to YouTube now and use like YouTube Studio pretty much on your phone. But at the time, that's what we had to deal with. It was definitely not the most efficient method, but it did the job. And after literal months, our first video was finally complete, and I uploaded it to this channel, which at the time was called Super Beanie Bros Play. I made a couple other videos, but they really weren't anything special. I made 10 videos in total under the Beanie Bros branding. Wow, tongue twister. We had 4 videos of Overwatch gameplay, which were supposed to be like a Game Grumps style, like podcasty vibe. They weren't. They were just bad. We had 2 Overwatch event reviews, which were just 15-year-old me going, yeah, I think the Torbjorn skin's pretty cool for this event, like unscripted for just 15 minutes each. We had a Just Cause 3 funny moments video, a Fallout 4 duplication glitch video, which actually got 3,500 views, a Destiny hide and seek video, and a video with me and Gabe riding a go-kart in my backyard, really all over the place. And at the end of the summer in 2017, I looked back on all the videos that I made and realized Gabe was only in half of them and the rest were just me talking, so I decided to just make it my own channel. And Gabe never really wanted to be like a content creator, he just kind of agreed to help out. Like, we both liked the Game Grumps at the time and wanted to replicate that vibe, but we weren't anywhere close to being good at it. We were 15. And a lot of the time he just didn't want to go through the hassle of recording because, as I explained, it was just a lot for one very mediocre video. So we ended Beanie Bros and I rebranded the channel to Jonny RaZeR, which is now how you know it. The profile picture has not changed since that day. And I talked about the reason for the name in my Q&A, but to keep it quick, I just wanted the name to be my name with something cool after it. And just to make everything clear, like, me and Gabe are still good friends. He was Faye's receptionist in the COD video, so there's no like bad blood or anything. It was just better for me to go solo, you know? And we really didn't have any like subscribers at all, so it wasn't like I was going like, yeah, I'm gonna take our huge channel and make it mine. Like, we had like maybe 30 and it was all like our friends, so like we didn't care. But in the future, I might do some reactions to these old videos with him just because they are so bad. Like, they are peak cringe content. Like, it hurts to watch sometimes. I feel physical pain. Like, I take psychic damage from that. But what I will show you right now is a small clip of my first video after the rebranding. Wow, this is very loud for no reason. Wait. Daily videos. Oh, that's even worse.
What is up, RaZeR Squad?
And that's all you need to see of that. This is what I like to call the dark ages of my channel, which at this point I created the genius mixture of pixels that is my logo. So yeah, as I said, profile picture has not changed one bit. But I got my first real PC and had Windows Movie Maker, so I was ready to go with this new rebranding. And I didn't upload again until the summer of the next year. Yeah, just it happens, you know? Very tragic. My first video was in a new series that I called My Thoughts Monday, which was the precursor to what you're watching right now, to RaZeR's Edge. Overall, just the precursor to my current style of content. I was either 16 or 17 at this point. It lasted an entire 3 episodes, so we're on par with that right now. But other than that, I just had some like weak gameplay commentary. I wanted to make like a Fallout New Vegas series where I just play the game and complete it, like do a bunch of playthroughs on different games. But I realized that nobody really would want to watch any of it. And it was all like terrible. Like, it was not good in the slightest. And I had like hours and hours of these recordings that I like thought about like editing down, but then I'm like, this is really boring to watch. So I posted the first like few episodes and they got like 2 views each, which were both me every time. And as I said, I couldn't even sit through the whole recording to edit it, so like I just posted the raw gameplay. Like, it was just boring. And once I realized that it was just boring, I stopped making videos for a while because I was like, what's the point? But in the back of my mind, YouTube was still something that I really wanted to pursue, but I just didn't really know what to do yet, you know? I didn't want to edit my videos because the videos were boring, and I didn't want to record because I knew the videos would be boring. And it was just this cycle of like, yeah, there's nothing good's gonna come out of this. But about a year later, though, in October of 2019, I started streaming. And I never got more than like 10 viewers, but I started streaming and I started making better commentary. I was learning how to be better at making content. And let's be real, I was not great by any means. But I started streaming and started making better content. And I was learning how to be better at it. And compared to what I was making before, I was definitely improving. I streamed for almost a year on and off, during which time I uploaded some of the VODs to YouTube, but they were all unedited and still not that great. It wasn't until the Minecraft video I made that I actually had an edited down version of one of those streams to a point where it wasn't like absolute garbage. And that's why that's the first video on this channel, because a lot of the other stuff was just bad. It was just boring. It was better than what it had been before, but it still just was not that good. Like, I cut down all the awkward moments and all the downtime and made it about an hour and a half of jokes and funny moments out of like a 6-hour stream. And at this moment, as I was cutting down the clips on the Twitch highlight tool, I realized that I actually enjoyed watching my own content like for the first time. I was making something finally worthy, at least to my own opinion, of views. And that video is by no means peak content. It still isn't that great, but it's something that I could enjoy watching. So I uploaded it to YouTube and privated everything else again. It was decent. The only problem was that it relied heavily on my friends. The content was just me and my friends like messing around and cracking jokes. So after that stream, I really couldn't replicate the vibe nearly as well. Either I couldn't get everyone on the game, or I couldn't force comedy out of my friends, because at the end of the day, like, they're just my friends. Like, I can't expect them to make the content for me. And a lot of the time they just wanted to play the game. So I did a lot of thinking, I did some research, I did some soul searching. I tried to find ways to make my content better. I joined a bunch of the small streamer discords and tried to like collab with people, only to find the same problem, that a lot of them were just kind of playing the game and not thinking about the content side of it, which the whole small streamer thing is a video for another day. But I started watching a lot of like Devin Nash and other like streamer guide type of videos and realized that I needed to do something different. Step one was YouTube. I made sure that I was making content specifically for YouTube. I spent time working on my thumbnails and titles for really the first time, and I decided to start making more video essays. I started with 2 really basic ones, one about Mixer shutting down and one about just how streaming is becoming more mainstream. For both of them, I made the thumbnail and title before I even wrote the script for a video. Like, it was more just kind of for me to figure out like how to do it. Like, this was me testing the waters with new content. Then I went back to streaming, thinking more about the content that I was actually making, and decided to try some trolling in COD lobbies. It wasn't really trolling, it was just me being weird on mic, trying to get some funny people to react. It's like I would play the game off stream and get some like really funny moments, or people just being weird, but like the second I'd go live, nothing funny would ever happen. So I only got like 2 videos out of it, which at the time they were like my masterpieces. Looking back at them, they aren't nearly as good as anything else on the channel, but at the time they were legendary to me. And I was kind of mad that no one else was seeing them. So I did what I knew worked in the past, and I made a glitch video, which got like 9,000 views, but it was just people looking for the glitch. It wasn't long-term viewers. So I went back to the drawing board. I made a tribute to Flash games, which became my next magnum opus. Then I made a couple meme videos, and somewhere along the line, I stopped streaming entirely and started to focus fully on YouTube. Then I started the Perfect YouTube series, and the rest is history. All of you came from that series, so it's likely that you've seen the rest of the story for yourself. But yeah, I've come quite a long way as a creator, and I realized that I have so much further to go. My videos are good, but I want them to be great. I want to be a perfect YouTuber. But I made the Perfect YouTuber series for 2 reasons. The first was views, which succeeded. Let's go! But the more important reason was to figure out what makes the people that I watch so enjoyable. Like, if you look at this series, everybody that I've chosen has been someone who really mastered their content. There was something about all of them that made you want to keep coming back, and I tried to put into words what that was. I then tried to take inspiration from those creators to improve my own content. But that's pretty much where we're at. Eventually, as I've said, I will look back on some of these absolute cringe fests of videos that I've created over the years, and I even have a folder on my desktop called Content for Future, which is a bunch of like school projects and student films that I've made over the years. So whenever I do a face reveal, I'll show those off too. Some of them are great, some of them are awful, and you'll just have to wait and see those. But with that being said, I hope to see you in the next one.